Hey, looking for a quick, simple, and easy tips and tricks video for getting better at Valorant? Well, you came to the right video. These are the topics we're going to talk about. Timestamps are on your timeline or in the description. Let's go. First topic we're going to talk about is jump peeks. Why do we do them? For gathering info without committing your life to the play. It's quick and fast, and the enemy hardly has enough time to shoot you before you're back in cover. Start by clearing the angle one section at a time, clearing the widest angles first. By doing this, you show less of your body every time you peek. Each time you clear a section, jump farther and clear the closer angles. Let's say you're not comfortable with jump peeking yet. You can apply the same thing to jiggle peeking, but just note that jiggling is a lot slower than jumping, and you're a lot more likely to get shot. I find the range is one of the best tools for improving in Valorant, but a lot of people don't use it to its full potential. There's a few different routines you should practice that all improve different aspects of your aim. I'll go over some routines that you should practice, and I guarantee you will see some improvement in your aim. To start, you can be very basic. Spawn all the bots and only aim for the head, but don't shoot until you know 100% you're going to get the kill. In doing this, you're conditioning your brain to always aim for the head, and you have 100% confidence in yourself that you will get the kill. For the next routine, do the same thing but add a flick into it. Again, do not shoot until you know 100% you're going to get the kill. This is very important. You need to build confidence in yourself, and once you get more comfortable with the motion, then you can speed up your flicks. The next routine is spray control. To start, again, look at a bot and place your crosshair on their head. Know 100% you're going to get the kill, and once you shoot, instantly snap to another person while you're holding your fire button. Get used to the motion, and you'll be surprised how useful this really can be in game. This next routine will help you with your tracking. Aim for the bot's head and start moving in a direction. When you stop moving, shoot and look at another bot's head. Repeat this motion, and that's your tracking routine. Next routine is to practice strafing. When you move back and forth, your gun will have movement error, but there is a very small window where your character is completely still when you're moving in another direction. And during that window, your accuracy is 100%. Look at the wooden beam in the middle of the firing range and move back and forth. You'll notice that when you start moving in another direction, you'll have full accuracy. Practice this motion and shoot one bullet during that small frame, and you'll eventually become a moving target with perfect aim. To do a silent jump, start by holding crouch. Jump, and while you're in midair, let go of crouch. This is how you do a standing silent jump. You can also do a silent jump up an incline. Basically, when you start moving, you don't make any noise until a little bit into your step. Therefore, there is a very small window where you are moving but not making any noise. If you jump during this window, your momentum from moving will be applied into your jump and you won't make any noise. You can chain your jumps together up an incline and you will move with the speed as if you were running but without the noise. You can also apply silent jumps to jump peeking like so. And finally, you can use silent jumps to get into unexpected areas like this bike jump on Ascent. Headshot angles is one of my favorite things to tell people when they're looking to improve at the game, because Valorant map designers give so many reference points for where headshot level is on each map in nearly every aspect of the map. For example, nearly every box on each map is as tall as a Valorant character. Aim for the top of the box and you're at headshot level. I'll go into depth on Haven just to show you what I mean by this, and then later on I'll give you a couple examples from some other maps. One of the first things you learn when planting the spike is learning what default is for each site. Default is generally the easiest or the safest location to plant the spike, but in some situations, planting the spike default actively makes it more difficult for your team to win the round. Take Seaside on Haven for example. This is considered default, but this plant is arguably one of the worst plants in the game because it gives you no options for your post plant. You cannot see it from long, you can't see it from garage, and your flank cannot see it. Instead, plant here. This location can be seen from long, garage, and you can see it from your late flank. I made a video on this that goes into a lot more detail about every map and every site currently in the map pool. I highly recommend checking it out because planting the spike in good locations will help you and your team win more rounds, I promise. Learning to properly clear angles is super important because you do this every time you're about to take a gunfight. There are two types of angles, on angles and off angles. On angles are places that people stand that are common, places you expect people to play, like right around a corner or beside a box. An off angle is when people stand in areas that are less expected, like standing in between two on angles or standing on top of boxes. When clearing these angles, you want to approach them a little differently. For on angles, you want to quickly swing into the angle and pre-place your crosshair to where someone might be standing. This makes it super easy to almost pre-fire someone and they'll never have enough time to react to your swing. For off angles, you want to clear them more slowly because you don't know where someone could be standing. To make it easiest on yourself, you want to walk into off angles with your crosshair trained close to the angle you're peeking. That way, when you do eventually walk into an angle that someone is playing, you won't get caught off guard by their random position. That's the end of the video. Please consider liking and subscribing, as that would be greatly appreciated and would motivate me to make more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching.